Hi guys, this is Ratchet Throw, and we are playing Criminal Case Elite Mode, Case 1. That is all this time. Let's unlock Chapter 3, and Brutus wants something with us. I'll be asking the questions. I know you're liars that are only pretend to be Roman soldiers. There is no record of your names in the register of Miletum. How is that possible? Who are you? Oh, right, Register Milito. I know what that is. Of course our names aren't in the thing, it's because, why? Because we arrived from Rome just today. But before we could join our legion, Cleopatra ordered us to solve Caesar's murder. Main task with finding Caesar's assassin is the highest honor for a Roman centurion. Don't you agree? Right. Absolutely, I want justice for Caesar more than anyone. Very well then, soldiers. As you were. Jeez. Phew, that was close. But now we really have to find Caesar's murderer, or we'll face not only Cleopatra's crocodiles, but also Brutus's sword. Not to mention the danger of being found out. Caterina, you better get a move on and have another peek at Cleopatra's bedroom. Yes. Ugh, I hate snakes. That's a nice cane. And you're right, Caterina, it has a symbol of the Roman Empire on it. Such an opulent thing could only have been Caesar's. There's some green goo on the head. Taking a sample will tell us who handled it. And that's clearly meant to be Caesar on this papyrus, but the writing's faded. We better retrieve that text. What about this broken metal? Let's put it back together. We got no time to lose, Caterina. Who knows what has already been changed in our present? Yeah. Alright, let's examine the cane first. What's that supposed to be? Alright, let's head back to the time machine and put the sample you got from Caesar's cane under the microscope, Caterina. Yeah. Okay, now the broken pendant. Alright. That's a Roman pendant, Caterina. This is clearly Caesar's portrait. And you're right, this other chap looks like Brutus. There's an inscription. True father, true son. Maybe my Latin is wrong. As far as we know, Brutus and Caesar weren't related. Caterina, I'm not super keen on another encounter with Brutus, but we must ask you about this. Let's get it over with quickly. Alright. Okay, now the papyrus scroll. And I can't read hieroglyphs. Great, Katerina. More writing I can understand. We better send a document to Penelope and see if she can translate it for us. Alright. Okay, now the green liquid. Rosemary oil. What? Apparently the substance you got from Caesar's cane was rosemary oil, Katerina. But I have no idea what this means. Katerina, I see your investigation presented you with a mystery. A lovely fragrant one. I heard you mention rosemary oil. It's an excellent inhalant. Ancient Egyptian slaves would oil themselves up with it so that they'd smell nice. Slaves, you say? Well, we know one, Nebet. But how did she get a hold of Caesar's cane? Would he really just leave it lying about? I agree, Katerina. We should ask Nebet. What's that about Nebet? Alright, let's go to Brutus first. Centurion Katerina, I wish your duties didn't require you to interrupt my meal. My koshari could get cold. We won't take long, Brutus. Just a quick word about this pendant. We are curious. Hey, that's my pendant. It's a personal keepsake. Give it back. Fine, but could you enlighten us as to the meaning of the engraving? It is as it says. Caesar was my father. What? Caesar was your father? But history tells us... I mean, we didn't know. Caesar refused to acknowledge me, though I did everything to be worthy. I'm a valiant soldier, and I even learned to play the harp for him. I had a pen and made it a gift for him, but he broke it and laughed. He said I was as soft as a newborn baby, as proved by my tears. Centurion Katerina, I never cry. I just get ruddy eyes when the cats are about. Caesar's rejection must have been hard to bear. It would be enough to make anyone lash out, really. Do you still think I could have killed him? How would that be in my best interest? Now our affiliation will never be made official. I have lost everything. Katerina, the history department back home will love learning that Brutus was Caesar's son. And on our end, this gives Brutus a motive. Oh, it could be Brutus. Alright, let's go to Nebet now. Nebet, can you explain why you found your rosemary oil on Caesar's cane? Did you steal it? What? No, Centurion Katerina. I would never do such a thing. But the truth is just as shameful. Caesar had to use it to beat me. Whoa. I fed him a fig too slowly, you see. He snapped and gave me 100 cane strokes. Oh my. What? 100 cane strokes? For a fig? Why, of course. It was all my fault. Actually, I'd better get back to work now, Centurion Katerina. Katerina, 100 cane strokes is harsh. Can the bet really think she deserved it? What if she sought revenge on Caesar? You're right. Time is ticking, and we still have a lot of questions to answer before someone else gets suspicious of us. Let's move on. Yes. What do these hieroglyphs say? Oh, Katerina, I was so terribly excited when you sent me the diary of a real queen. What? So that was Cleopatra's diary. That explains why Caesar was in it. Yes, I held my breath, hoping to read about Cleopatra's romance with Caesar, Unfortunately, the diary is mostly about reports from the Queen's advisors. I can't give you the perfect translation, but it was clear the advisors told Cleopatra that Caesar had plans to take her kingdom. So Cleopatra recorded in her diary and even drew a figure of Caesar holding hands with Set, the Egyptian god of war and discord. Caesar was going to betray Cleopatra and steal her throne? We better talk to the queen, Katerina. Yeah. Not surprised. Queen Cleopatra, it transpired that Caesar planned on betraying you and taking your kingdom. What do you have to say about that? You have some nerve, Citrine Katerina, interrupted by hard practice just to ask me about this silly rumor. So, you believe it was just gossip? Of course, I knew Caesar well. He would have never betrayed me. Well, he obviously can't anymore, what with him being dead and all. I am the Queen of Egypt, and your duty is to find Caesar's assassin, not to accuse him of betrayal. And now leave me. I feel a sneezing fit coming on. My elite guard suffers from the same affliction, an intolerance of cats. A bad omen for us all. Oh, you two are suspicious. Katerina, Romans and Egyptians alike are growing suspicious of our presence in this time, and we still haven't found Caesar's assassin. We've learned that Brutus was actually Caesar's son, which is crazy. Historians never knew about it because Caesar rejected him, leaving him angry. We also discovered that Caesar punished a slave quite harshly. And according to Cleopatra's advisors, he was planning to betray the queen. Something exterior to their time must have influenced one of them to kill Caesar in Egypt. But who? Or what? Katrina, the sooner we find out, the better. Only then can we focus on fixing history. We need to keep going. Great idea. We should return to the marketplace. We know the killer went there, and we can investigate without arousing suspicion. Yes. Let's go there. Katerina, my best advice about being a time travel detective, no matter where and when you are, you always check the trash. And by you, I do mean you specifically. I'll be watching from a distance. Well, can't be worse than searching a dumpster. And what's in this huge basket? I agree, we should open it. Hopefully not Snake. Katerina, we're close to catching Caesar's killer. I can always taste the beer I'm going to crack open on our way home in a time machine. Yeah. Alright, let's look through the trash. Oh, I think we just found a murder weapon. Good instincts, Katerina. There was a bloody dagger hidden in that trash. What are the chances that it's Caesar's blood? Let's send the weapon to Theo to be sure. Yes. Okay, now unlocked basket. What? Ah, just a small difference between these. 1. Katerina, there's a L'Oreal right in that basket you just unlocked. Caesar always wore one. It was to show that he was a strong and powerful leader. It has to be his. The Kiribati hidden it here. We need to get this read to Theo. Yeah. Is this dagger the murder weapon? I mean, I was never one to follow trends, but when your hairdresser recommends a pomade, you listen, right, Astro? I'll take that as yes. Yeah, sir, what insightful advice. Anyway, Katerina is here. Katerina, beat Astro, my pet drone and an excellent listener. Alright, Theo, when you're done playing with your pet, can you give us a lowdown on that dagger? Is the blood on it Caesar says? Is it the murder weapon? Yes, sir. This blade is your murder weapon. There was also some sweat on the handle. It had been heavily contaminated by the trash, but I still managed to retrieve some DNA. Enough DNA to know that your killer has blue eyes. Our blue-eyed killer may play Yoda, said Katerina, but I can't run from the evidence. That's right. What about the L'Oreal rat? Did the killer leave something behind? Caesar's rat is truly exquisite, Katerina. Exquisite, whatever. I have to say it was nearly impossible to find anything on it that would help nab your killer. But then Eureka! I noticed traces of minerals. I was able to extract them and analyze them independently. They turned out to be crystals of pure turquoise. Caesar wasn't wearing any turquoise stone. The killer must, and they left the traces when ripping the red off Caesar's head. So, the killer is wearing a pure turquoise gemstone. This will help us find out who sent Caesar to an early grave. Yes. Katerina, we have enough evidence to know which one of our suspects killed Caesar 3 years too early. Confronting who did it means getting closer to fixing our timeline. Let's go arrest this killer. That's right. Who did it? Why did you kill Caesar? Did someone make you do it? 3 years early at that. Pamu, you say your role in the past is to protect, but Centuria Katia knows you killed Caesar. How dare you accuse me of such an act? I'm Cleopatra's most trusted guard. I would never harm her guest. And yet you did. Tell us how it happened. Did you run into Caesar after lunch in the throne room? Did you two have words? Wait, how do you know that? Did you... see me? No, but we found a dagger you dropped at the marketplace after you fled the palace, horrified at what you'd done. Confess, Bob, you'll feel better. Damn it, how can you know all these things? You think you found a CCTV recording? Oh, did he just say CCTV? You are from the present. Did you say CCTV recording? Holy cow, you're from our present. You're an illegal time traveler. What an idiot I am. I should have guessed that time would send someone. This wasn't supposed to happen. And what was supposed to happen exactly? I never intended to harm Caesar. I only wanted to bed Cleopatra. What? You traveled back in time because you wanted to sleep with the Queen of Egypt? Are you completely insane? I knew it was illegal, but I wanted Cleopatra, and I was making good progress wooing her. I would have succeeded if it hadn't been for that idiot. Caesar started to get jealous of me. He cornered me in the throne room and accused me of seducing his queen. I couldn't have him jeopardize my plan. I had sacrificed too much to get here. So, as soon as he had his back turned, I'd killed him. And do you realize what you had done? Do you even realize the mess you made? Killing a historical figure like Caesar 3 years early can have ripple effects throughout time. Of course I realize. I work for time too. My real name is Benjamin Milo from the research department. I've always worshipped Cleopatra. When I got the job at Time, I had to come see her with my own eyes. So you stole a time machine from the agency and time traveled illegally, even though you knew better? And now we have to fix your mess. What are you going to do with me? I guess I'll be sent back to the present. Of course, but first we have to show you to Cleopatra so she won't alter history further by looking for Caesar's assassin for years. Yeah. Queen Cleopatra, we have found Caesar's killer. Pompey, I cannot believe this. You were meant to protect your queen and kingdom. How could you have done this? My queen, Silence! Feed him to the crocodiles. I will, queen. Oh no, my queen, have mercy. Take him away. We shall obey your orders, queen. Don't worry, you're not going to die, you're gonna go to prison. Captain Katerina, I must say I'm glad you sent me back to the present instead of abandoning me to local justice. Maybe Cleopatra's crocodiles would have taught you a lesson. But you'll be judged in your own time for what you've done, Pompey. I don't try anything funny. The machine will be programmed to deliver you straight to Times' police department. They'll handle you there. Thank you, Captain Katerina. I wouldn't be so happy if I were you. Killing a historical figure and meddling with the timeline would probably get you 30 years in jail. Congratulations on closing your first time travel investigation, Katerina. You obviously haven't lost your edge. No, I did not. I still can't believe Times' own employee would do this. He should have known better than to exploit time travel for a personal obsession. And now we'll be cleaning up the mess he's made. I wish it was as easy as going back and preventing him from committing the murder in the first place. Jack, you know we can't do that. We don't change people's actions. We only protect history from the consequences. It's for the same reason we can't go back and prevent wars and famines. History must be preserved, or the world will fall into chaos. I know. So, how are we going to put history back on track? We'll see about that in a minute. Katerina, our work in ancient Egypt is not done yet. No, it's not. We gotta fix the timeline now. Caesar died 3 years early. Alright, we're gonna stop here. We're gonna continue playing in Kingdoms of Clay number 1. So, thanks for watching. Don't leave a like to this video, and I'll see you again. Goodbye!